Welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you happen to may be, and welcome to another edition in the Living with the Darkness, specifically for the vampire venue. This is a storyline we haven't really picked up in a long time, and that's mostly due to my fault, and I apologize for that. We find the four different canines before us mulling about their nightly routines. Tobias, Rusine, Grayson, and Isabel. Go ahead and describe your nightly adventures. First with Tobias.
Tobias is he drinks whiskey with blood and looking some papers about the stuff that he's managing his things and help the coterie business. He's looking for the right numbers and stuff. Trying to
Okay,
do finance and trying to handle financial stuff.
okay, okay. Um, so David, your character.
Um, Celia probably just got done with some consulting business. Not sure what kind of customers he's been having lately, but I think that's more up to the, I don't know. But after got done with that, he carries around a flask, and he's been storing basically the blood of an alcoholic in it, someone who's been drinking, so he can drink that and get the effects.
Okay. Packaging peanuts. You've been, both of you, Tobias and Celine, so David's character, I apologize for not remembering the word, have been working on packaging peanuts. It is a larger than you would think industry that requires very much upkeep. And in the ticker tape play economy that is New York City, it is greatly appreciated, and you're doing a great service for the community. Rick Grayson, your turn.
Rick has been holed up in his brownstone, rarely coming out, even at night, and sort of madly writing and rewriting more and more of this fourth novel, never seeming satisfied with it, and starting over again.
Okay. Isabel.
Mm, mm. Isabel probably just got back from tending the kennels and she's probably a bit worn out and she'll do what she normally does. She'll probably feed her cat, then check and see if Jason's around, and when he's not, she'll probably get her laptop out, sit down, and see if Celio has sent her any emails of anything she needs to do for their coterie business, and otherwise she'll just kick her feet up and probably open up some game that she's been obsessing over.
Okay. Isabel. How is it for Frank Green to contact you?
Very easy. He has her cell phone number.
Okay. You were actually given a call, but from an unfamiliar number. From looks like a business phone number. It rings quite a few number of times. It's whether you want to pick it up, yes or no, up to you.
Isabel kind of arch her brow since she doesn't recognize it, but she'll answer and kind of just go, hello?
On the other side, there is a feminine voice with a few different keywords and instructions. Would the uh, Kindred associated with Isabel Halington, I think that's your name, right?
Just hail.
Okay. Isabel Hale, please visit upon the Manhattan 2 buck batting cages at around, can you make it an hour or so?
Excuse me? Who is this?
This is the office of the Seneschal.
Oh. Well, of course, I'll be right there. And she'll probably write down where they said to go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you could probably call upon your fellows and also give them the same information.
She'll probably call around, try to contact Jason, but he probably won't answer. So she'll call Celio and tell him, Tobias, and eventually Rick.
The moment Celia gets the phone call, as soon as she asks if he can drive her anywhere, he kind of just cuts her off and says, "I thought you wouldn't ask. Who else am I picking up?"
You've been
He
bored?
sounds like he's been bored out of his mind.
Isabel kind of smiles at that and goes, actually, I was hoping if they answer, you could get Tobias and maybe even Rick. Haven't seen him in a while. Think you can do that for me?
Alright, I'm gonna head out to my car now. You give them a call.
Alright. See you when you get here.
Mm-hmm.
She'll hang up and move on to calling Tobias.
Hello?
Hey, Tobias. Yes.
Isabel.
Yes. Hi, it's been
Good
a
to hear
few
your
days.
voice. Yeah, it's been a few days. It is good to hear your voice. Is there anything that I can help with?
Well, perhaps. It seems the office of the Seneschal has called, and they want us to, they want me to go somewhere, so I figured I would, get a little bit of backup from some other kindred.
I understand. I will help you in this endeavor, and the I can come with my car or a cab.
Celio will drop by and pick you up,
I understand.
if you want to.
Where are we going? Do I need to take a weapon with me?
I don't think we need a weapon. Storyteller, I forget the name of the place already. I'm so sorry.
It is called the Manhattan $2 batting cages.
It lagged out. I have no idea what you just said.
Okay. Manhattan $2 batting cages.
Okay. The Manhattan Two-Buck batting cages. She kind of reads that off the paper she'd written on.
ST, can I roll with Streetwise to understand what is that? Which place is that?
Sure. Go ahead. Roll it. Because this is a public business, you don't difficulty will decrease by 1.
Mm-hmm.
So do
I
a difficulty
have
5.
with specialty ambush, so it doesn't fly. I have 4 successes. What I try to
Okay.
understand is the public place that what kind of public place should I bring my knife with me if there's a problem there? Blah blah blah.
Okay.
Or
This
a
is what you
gun.
know about the. This is what you know about the $2 batting cages. It is a publicly owned, not publicly. Sorry. It is a public establishment. It is currently on the good side of the law. It is relatively clean. There aren't really many drugs, and it is in a fairly good neighborhood.
It's not a hospital, right? I
The batting cage is not a hospital.
Okay. It's like they probably want their metal detectors or something like that.
Have you ever been to a batting cage before?
What is bathing cages? I don't know what is bathing cages.
Okay. For those of you guys who aren't in the know or aren't American, a batting cage is a you know how we have American baseball, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, a batting cage is simply a setup in which a person goes into a chain link fence cage. and he has his bat and he has the helmet on, and there's a machine on the other side, like maybe 50 yards away, that will shoot baseballs across the plate. And the reason they call it a batting cage is because the batter will have his bat ready and will bat away at the ball. It's how you practice when you don't have a pitcher around.
Okay, I take my combat knife and my cane,
Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
my wallet as well.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, uh, I think Rick Grayson hasn't exactly been called yet.
No, and he would be the last one at this point.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure. Call Rick's number.
And Anna will answer the phone, being cheerful and asking who it is.
Oh, hey Anna, it's Isabel. It's been a while. Is Rick available?
No. Why?
Just got a call from somebody, someplace pretty important in Camarilla Society, and I really need to talk to Rick. Is he just not home, or?
1 second. And you'll hear the phone be put down on like a table or something. And you'll hear Anna's shoes sort of clicking over the wood flooring of the upstairs, and you'll hear her knocking repeatedly on a door. And this will go on for quite a while, much longer than it probably should, before you'll finally hear footsteps coming back to the phone, and Anna will pick it back up. He'll be right on. And
Okay.
then you'll hear the phone click over to a different line. Isabel.
Yeah, hey Rick. I just got a call from the Senechals office. They want me to go to this batting cage or something. I really don't know what's going on, and I figured I would kind of ask if you wanted to go along.
Suspicious. Where did they want you to go?
Manhattan, I think you said 2. Batting cage? She kind of looks at the paper. I have never been to a batting cage, and I have no idea why the Seneschal would want me to go there.
Right. I'll come
Don't.
along.
Thanks.
I'll be there when you get there.
Alright.
And Rick will hang up the phone and proceed to get a cab to a block away from batting cages, where he will then look for a nice empty alley to obfuscate in.
Okay, okay, okay. What is your level of your obfuscate? Just for clarification's sake.
4.
Oh,
Okay, okay, okay. Good enough, good enough, good enough. And how are the other people arriving at the batting cages?
Well, Isabel would have gone with Celio. He's like kind of her taxi. So,
Okay.
I hope they didn't forget me because I was going to come with them.
I don't think he would have forgotten you. Oh, I should know Isabel did take her knife with her.
Yeah, that whole self-hearted flaw, totally, okay, yeah, I see it.
She's scared. She almost got herself killed last time she went out somewhere with a lot of people.
Okay, okay. You will all individually, or I guess it's only 2 parts, I guess, will arrive upon the batting cages. The batting cages are not an acre, more like half an acre, or to be specific. Like, They seem to be low on the ground. This is actually further up north, away from a lot of the really, really tall buildings, and more where the buildings are sort of, more comfortable near the ground. They look at the tallest skyscrapers and think that that's just silly. Why would you want to scrape the sky? Just be down on the ground, safe and sound. And you're coming more to a residential area, and the two buck bedding cages are laid before you. There is a parking lot, but around the around the estate there is a chain link fence, and seemingly inside of it is another chain link fence, which it doesn't stop once it reaches a certain level. It just sort of keeps going and sort of eclipses over and then down on the other side. And inside you will see what looks to be several different stations of pitching machines, and currently there is only one machine working, and currently there is only one batter, and currently there is only one car out in the parking lot.
Well, upon seeing just one car there, Zila's just gonna find a parking spot. Doesn't really matter where. Probably the easiest one for him to get to. And
Okay.
he'll get out and uh, glance over to Isabel and say, "So, I'm assuming we have to bring our own bat."
Yes. He kind of arches a brow. This is a little odd. I've never been to a batting cage before. Do you have to bring your own bat? She's not really with it tonight, it seems.
And as she's talking, just because the trunk of the car opens it up, and he pulls out a old wooden baseball bat and closes the trunk and goes, "All right, let's go."
Tobias, in the other hand, just looks at those two, looks at his cane, shakes his head, and continues following them.
Okay, and Rick Grayson, Kyle. He said he'd be back in a moment. Not really sure. There he is. Okay, Kyle. Rick also arrives at the meeting place. He actually gets there behind everyone because he chose to walk from a block away. He will see the three other kindred, two he may recognize from before and a new one, and he will also see what I described before.
Rick will, when he arrives, he'll be immediately looking for whoever's present, and since he's arriving a bit late, he'll be seeing the kindred he knows. So he'll be kind of tailing them and keeping a lookout as he's just sort of stealthing along.
Okay. So you choose not to reveal yourself at this point.
Right.
Okay. Fair enough. Um, as you guys are gathering, and for some people who aren't revealing themselves, just sort of being around. The other car. There is one person, relatively short of stature, feminine quality, with what looks to be a relatively fine power suit. I think it's what they call the feminine equivalent. Not really sure. Where? Right. Okay. And she looks at the three of you. You not seeing the fourth because of damn you office gate, and ask, "Are you the party? Are you the party of Isabel?"
And Isabel will step forward and go, "Oh, yeah, Isabel, that's me." She kind of waves a little.
Okay, okay, okay. And she points to the one machine that is running, and there is indeed a batter there. You can talk to him through the fence.
Isabel kind of looks to the other two, and she'll slowly make her way over to the fence, kind of cautiously.
And she does that. So he's gonna see if he can get some balls, so he can get a little practice in.
Okay, okay. Unfortunately, it seems that the entire row has been confiscated is not really the right word here. More like bought out for this very particular occasion. But the person that seems to be bad recognized the sound from behind and it goes ding. I reckon you guys are here. Ding. It looks to be a man and about roughly the right age or so. Oh, and a baseball cap and what looks like blue jeans and what looks like a baseball shirt. Just sort of go ahead and ting it away.
The when the Tobias see the Nero, he will just say, "The is there anybody who can hear us at the moment other than Nero?"
Uh, it seems like this place was deserted for a reason. And when I said this place may have been bought up, I mean, besides the woman back there, you guys are the only ones here.
Okay. My senator.
Ding! Name begins with a T, I believe. Ding!
Yeah, Tobias Budge.
Tobias Pudge. Yeah, nice to meet you. Didn't think you'd get connected so quickly. Ding!
Sorry,
Now,
I don't understand, but sorry.
I reckon, Isabel, you be one of them there, broken mirrors, right?
Isabel kind of stepped forward. No, I'm a Malkavian, sir. And she'll kind of give him a small little nod.
It's like, right. Ding, ding. Well, little lady, when I say a broken mirror, that's the polite and espionage term when I say that I don't directly refer to what you are in, ding, public situations. You never know who could be listening in. Ding.
True. Uh,
Yeah. Go ahead.
oh, she was you called. What do you need? She seems
It's like,
very nervous.
okay. Now, I've got a little project I need some help with. Ding. Now, have you heard about this there what the fuck it's in the park lately?
Ah, you mean the werewolves?
Like, yeah, the fuzzy fuzzies.
Yeah, I've heard that they're there. I haven't seen any personally.
Okay. Ding. And at that ding, he sort of puts his bat down in this heights and sort of leans in closer to the batting cage. Now, reckon, sweetie, do you trust the fellows you've brought together?
She'll nod and she goes, "Yeah, of course."
Okay. Now, we've been trying to run up a store and trying to figure out what we're going to do about this nonsense. And so I believe that I didn't really think there were werewolves, but apparently there are werewolves. Okay. The important thing to understand is that we can't we can't let the mortal population be in the know. You know what I mean?
She nods.
Now, this recent This is a recent attack. Can eventually be blown over as hocus pocus, bullshit, movie magic, urban legend. Eventually, all that will fade. Hopefully, you might see a little bit of morals in the know popping up, and well, morals that maybe think they're in the know and fucking with us, but that's aside the point. Now, the really big problems is if they get any scientific evidence about then what them there happened. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Right. That could be a very big masquerade breach.
I like where you. I like that you see where I'm going with this. Now, I like to think that our kind can be discreet, even the stupid ones, even the crazy ones, even those on the other side. Now, the problem I seem to be having is that the other who's it whatchits that we berate the night with aren't quite as subtle as they have clearly fucking demonstrated. The fucking asshats. And we're more in damage control right now. But I need someone willing to put their neck on the line a bit.
Well, I will do my best if you call upon me to do so.
Fair enough. They're one of the okay. One of the I don't know which call themselves one of the other factions, one of the other guys in the night. Apparently, they got themselves in a bit of a trouble, and they found themselves at a hospital. Do you know what happens in hospitals?
Well, obviously blood testing and all sorts of other things.
There we go. Very, very smart. I didn't even have to go that far. I like it when people are smart. It means I have to waste less breath on them.
Isabel will kind of smile a little bit.
Now, there's a hospital, about roughly, and he tries to dig in his pocket for something, and he's gonna hand it to you in a moment. Now, here's where I heard they had been taking the person. Listed under John Doe number 3. And he writes that down. John Doe number 3. Now, when the ambulances were hawking around, they really weren't paying attention to what is what. And the only reason that I know that maybe this is important is because I also got a interesting report about one of them their patients getting up from getting up from being overrun by a car and just keep walking away. Luckily, that wasn't too hard. People get drunk all the time, see foolish things. Thanks. Now, this is where the really, really, really uncomfortable part comes in. If Mr. John Doe number 3 ever had any testing upon him, I don't know what then their mortal scientists could find, but I don't want it in their hands. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm assuming you want us to go in and extract it then.
He nods his head very politely. And if you guys could do that before sunrise, maybe that would make my existence a little less turbulent. How about that?
She'll nod. And she'll turn to Celio and Tobias and go, you two still in?
And Celia's just been resting his weight onto the band. Sure. Whatever keeps me out of doing paperwork for a little bit longer.
Okay,
Really
okay.
that my way. she says. But anyway.
Okay, cool. Now, now remember the other thing we were talking about the session before about the woman who went to a hospital.
Yeah.
You give me your wits and intelligence roll real quick.
Mm.
Okay. You got 3 successes? 3 successes?
4. 6 and upwards is a 7 difficulty.
Okay, fair enough. You realize that Kindred Hospital is suspiciously familiar to the hospital you remember Miss Ashworth being brought to after her fatal drug overdose incident.
Right. Isabel will frown a little at that, but she won't say anything about it just yet.
Okay. Now, talk amongst yourself, decide on your course of action, so to speak. I'll just be right here.
Isabel will turn to Cecilio and go, well, if we're going to be going in and stealing this stuff, what do you suggest as far as getting in? I mean, never broken into a hospital before.
And I'll nod over to that and say, I've never actually tried to sneak into a hospital. I usually just show up for visiting hours if I have to go, and I think it's past visiting hours. And with that, he'll pull out his cell phone to see if that information is open to the public. Like, oh, you can visit your significant other through the during this time, or you can visit whoever during this time.
Okay. This is what you get. There's a certain part of the hospital that is open 24/7. Of course, that's the emergency room. The visiting office, the visiting hours are okay for friends and family up to a certain after a certain point, and it's not generally not open to the public. And you actually get something else weird. Um, one of the wards isn't known open at all to the public.
Which ward?
The psychiatric ward.
That is kind of weird. And
Okay.
as I see that, so I'll just go. Which ward do we need to go to?
Uh, did he say what ward the guy was in, or the
Nope,
doc?
he pretty much just gave you the car card, which is pretty much a physical address and a name.
No, he didn't say which one we need to go to, but why? Is there a problem? She sort of tilts her head.
So just one of the wards is not open to the public, so he thinks for a moment and says, I think the best thing for us to do would probably be to go in to the go into the emergency room and say that we're there for one of us get feeling really sick, and while they have us fill out the paper and point us to a waiting room, we sneak off. Maybe grab something to blend in with the doctors.
Like a lab coat.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. She'll look around and go, Rick's taking a long time to get here. Maybe I should text him. And she'll make an attempt to do so.
Hey, hey, Rick. Hey, Kyle.
Yes.
You have a phone, right? Your physical phone, the phone that you have right now in real life. What's its sound settings at?
My phone?
Yeah, your phone, right there. Right, the one in your hand, one in your actual hand.
Oh, you can't see it, can you?
Just tell me the sound settings.
Mute.
Is it really on mute, or are you just messing with me?
It's really on mute.
Eh, okay. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Just hoping to get you. There's some vibration in your pocket, Rick.
Rick will sort of glance down to his pocket, then he doesn't really want to walk away from all this information going on, but he'll turn around and walk back over toward wherever Celio parked, and he'll between where he is in the batting cages area and where Celio's car is out on the street, he'll wait to be, alone as he's walking along, and then unobfuscate himself before pulling the phone out and answering it over by Celio's car.
Well, it was just a text message for going, hey, did you get lost? Question mark.
And unfortunately, you get that text message, but you also get a voice on the other side. Yeah, if you just go ahead and help them, that'd be really nice, and would really make my night a lot easier. Okay?
Already on it. And he'll just hang up the phone. With that, Rick will turn around and walk back over to where they are in the park. Just sort of smile to Celio and Isabel.
When he arrives, Isabel turn and go, hi, did you get lost? She kind of cants her head to the side.
No, I was waiting for you over by the car. When are we going?
Oh, sorry. Just kind of went in. So, and she'll kind of hush her voice a bit and say, guess we're breaking into a hospital. We're the Seneschal.
Yeah. When are we going?
Better get it done, like, now. I mean, he wants it before sunup, so... No idea what I'm doing. She kind of grumbles. I mean, this is a little bigger than anything I've ever done. Last time I stole something, it was a pin from a bank.
Okay, okay. David, real quick. If you want to see if he's lying or not, go ahead and roll perception plus empathy. And Rick, if you actually want to lie, go ahead and roll manipulation plus subterfuge, pretty much.
I'm not sure if he's lying so much as he's telling a half-truth, but I'm going to go ahead and roll for it. Let's see. Manipulation subterfuge, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, how many successes is that? 3?
Yeah.
3 versus my 1, so
Mm-hmm.
sounds plausible enough. He probably was there.
Okay. Continue on.
Rick, without waiting for the other two, is just going to turn back around now that they know he's there and walk back to the car again.
And I guess Isabel will follow.
Okay. And I assume Silo also gets into the car and prepares to drive?
Yeah, and he'll go walk on over, and as he's going, he's gonna roll the bat. Kind of
Disappointed?
just a little,
Aw.
but more of he's gonna swing the bat because he brought it out anyway. But now it's not so much him swinging it like a baseball bat, more of swinging just to move it around, get some use out of it. And when he gets over to the trunk, he's gonna toss it in the trunk, close it up, circle around to the driver's side, and unlock all the doors before getting in.
Okay. As you're driving down the way, you realize the address of the Kindred Hospital. Yes, it's actually a hospital. Kindred Hospital is actually not on Manhattan, but in Queens, in one of the Queens neighborhood. You get over the bridge fairly okay. You realize that this isn't strictly Vampire Town anymore. So, again, just a little word of caution. And and yes, you do arrive there. It is a relatively the central building is not quite that big. It's maybe like 2 stories tall or so. Oh, but flanking it on both sides is actually two different, about a 5-story buildings that are attached. Those are probably the 2 different wards that are available at this hospital.
Alright. And Silo's gonna find a place to park in the visitors' parking area. Hopefully close to the exit. So it's not gonna. So it'll just be easy to get out.
Okay. And how do you approach this very particular situation?
Uh, First thing that's kind of Silo's gonna get out of the car and he's gonna glance to the other two and say, "So, what's gonna be our story when we go in?"
Well, you suggested playing sick, so one of us needs to be sick.
All right.
It's like, if I may offer a suggestion. Go on, don't mind me.
Rick was just saying, better to have more than one story. That is to say, if one method is determined to be impossible for the mission, then we can try another method, but not with the same person.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. If I may make a suggestion, you are aware that you are walking corpses for lack of a better word. Uh, you do realize that you sort of simulate a living person to some degree. Some find it easier, some find it harder. Isabel, actually. Breathing, circulating air, thinking, beating your heart almost comes second nature to you because of your high humanity rating. Cilio, because you're at a particularly lower rating of 5, it's not that low, it's actually not that high, it's more of the in-between part, right? It's actually a little bit more difficult for you to facilitate that life. It definitely feels more false. Rick Grayson, I have no idea what your humanity yet, so it could fluctuate either way.
Rick's at 6.
Okay. So it's slightly easier for you than it is for David's character, but Isabel is actually just doing it on pure instinct reactionary. Unless you have the blush of health merit, and then of course you always look alive all the time.
Well, Celan's just gonna be eyeing Isabel and saying, "So, how good of an actor are you?"
Very best. She kind of rolls her eyes a little. I don't know. I guess I can kind of act. Hmm. And she kind of looks down. She's like, I kind of seem a little more human than you at times. So I guess I'm the sick person since they'll be looking closer at me than you if you're just taking me in.
Yeah. Um, at this point, it's really nothing like atrocious or scary. At 5 and 6, and even a little bit at 4, it just looks like you don't have any color in you. Don't get me wrong, Isabel, you're certainly a dead walking corpse, but at least you're a nice looking dead looking walking corpse.
Being a little flushed might actually work for looking sick.
Yeah.
Besides, they're basically gonna hand me a form and have me sit for a few hours.
Let's just hope they don't think you have Ebola or something, she mutters.
Or whatever the disease of the month is. Yeah.
I think the flavor's Ebola this time. But either way, yeah, if you want to be the sick person, you can. I could always be your, kind of stares, sister or something, bringing you in.
It's like, and that's what I meant by getting our story straight. So,
Alright.
so, yeah, you be my sister, and he'll look over to Rick and say, if they're gonna be able to see you, because I don't know if you're gonna try to hang back or sneak in to get us some lab coats.
I'll figure something out depending on where you guys get. She can keep me informed, and he'll sort of pull out the phone that she texted him on.
Fair enough.
If you guys run into a dead end, I can try to get you around it.
Sounds good. And he'll drape one arm over Isabel and go partially limp and motion to the doors that lead to the or that lead inside.
And she'll, sorry.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Just gonna say she kind of like, she'll hold him up and kind of, lead him along as though she's, trying to help him limp inside.
Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Celia
As you guys are
will
going in,
start to simulate breathing.
awesome, awesome, awesome. Denote denote one blood loss simply because you're facilitating breathing. That's a little bit how it works.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as you're going in, there's actually a sign on one of the stone walls or brickwork, whatever, saying that this area is monitored for safety regulations. And as you go in, there seems to be a camera somewhere in the building. I'm pretty sure.
Celia's gonna keep his head down so the camera can't get a good look at his face. Even so much as bringing his hand up to cover part of his face and cough a few times.
Actually, oh well, yeah, go ahead. It's fine. And about the other gentleman and madam here.
We could be outside, leaning against the car, waiting for text updates from Isabel.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to AFK. What did I miss?
Oh,
I know we
nothing.
came
I just
by.
said that. No, nothing. I just said there were there may be cameras about.
Well, if Isabel sees the camera, she'll probably turn her head.
Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Now, you enter the Kindred Hospital. I need my dice real quick to figure out how chaotic this situation is. Like, have you ever been to an emergency room before?
Oh yeah, plenty of times.
I mean, like emergency room within the inner city, or in this case, just the city.
Yeah, been to one in the city before.
Okay, okay. Now imagine that, but a little bit worse, because this is the world of darkness, and well, bad things are a thing. And man, I love hospitals. Wow, you guys got lucky. Now, as you go in, uh, it seems to be this actually seems to be fairly sparse, except for one instant where a man appears to be holding his side of it, and there seems to be a little bit of blood pouring from a good bit of bandages. But he definitely doesn't seem to be dying immediately, for heaven's sake, as some of the nurses are trying to help him fill out some paperwork while trying to give him some quick triage. And there's the front desk that has one person trying to attend to it while the chaos around him happens.
Isabel will she'll pull Celio up towards the front desk. And she'll go, ah, my brother's really sick. Ah, we need to see a doctor.
Okay, okay. The person behind the desk of Hispanic, Filipino, Spaniard persuasion, and looks at you very finely and pushes across what looks to be a clipboard with a pencil. and say, what's the provider? What's the nature? What is the healthcare provider? What is the nature of the emergency?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
couldn't hear what you said. Isabel will look at him and go, he's uninsured. And, well, he was throwing up a lot last night, and looked like there was some blood in it.
Damn it. And the man curses silently or audibly underneath his breath as he looks across us and checks a check mark that says uninsured. Fill out the information. Come back when you do.
And she nods and she'll, oh, come on, bro, it's okay. It's fine.
And Celia will, in a very shaky voice, ask where the bathroom is in case he needs to make an emergency.
The attendant points that way, and as you look across where he's pointing, there seems to be a bathroom, men's, women's, with handicap access easily available, along with some drinking fountains.
Okay.
And how do you choose to proceed?
From there, Celia will kind of. He'll look like he's stumbling a little bit, but he's going to try to guide Isabel to a seat so he can get a look down that hallway. See if there's any other doors besides the bathrooms.
Okay, there is a door. Actually, there are two different doors. One of them seems to swing out into the lobby. The other one seems to swing further in. They both seem to be not guarded, but as you look at them, you realize they're probably locked. But there is one caveat behind the attendant, and there's actually one door that is open actually.
Right, so, uh, Celia's well, so the door that is open, is that in that hallway or?
It is behind the attendant, but as it is open, you can clearly see what seems to be another staff station. But again, it does lead to the hallway. It does lead to the hallway behind the two locked doors.
Hmm. All right. Well, upon seeing this, Celia is going to make it sound like he's gonna void and kind of tug Isabel to rush him towards the bathroom.
And Isabel will, she'll kind of quickly push him along, like, okay, let's go, let's go.
Okay, cool.
And once they're in the bathroom, he's going to take a quick look around, see if there's anyone else in there.
Okay. As you're in there, it doesn't immediately look like anyone is in there. And then on one of the far stalls, there is do I want to do that? No, that'd be too mean. No, that's not gonna be. It didn't roll high enough for that, but I didn't roll low enough for that. That interesting. Okay, there does seem to be at least one person there on the far side, in one of the stalls.
Alright, well, he's gonna go into the stall next to that one.
Okay, okay, fair enough,
And
fair enough.
and he's gonna reach into his vest and pull out that flask,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll make the sound like he's throwing up and pour a little bit into the toilet.
Okay, okay, okay. From the stall, you hear encouraging, yeah, it's kind of shit. Sorry, I can't. I'm, yeah, sorry. I'm sort of just stuck in here. And he doesn't seem like he's having a good time either. He sort of mimics what you're doing, but not to, but to a greater extent since he is actually throwing up.
And after making that sound, Tila's gonna go like in kind of a weak voice, just like, "Oh my God, is that blood?"
It's like, oh man, you're getting the bad stuff. You're getting the bad stuff. Oh. And what are you exactly you trying to get across? You're trying to get this guy afraid. You're trying to get this guy out of here. You're trying to
Yeah,
sympathize with him.
I'm trying to make it seem like this might be something he could catch.
Okay, okay. In that case, do a charisma plus medicine if you got it, and if you don't, go ahead and do subterfuge. If you had medicine, it'd be a whole lot easier.
Okay, what about perform?
That'd be yeah, sure, sure. Go ahead, go ahead. Slightly higher difficulty is 7, but totally doable. I see 3 successes. Okay,
Yep.
okay. This is what you do. You hurl, you hurl. Oh, but as you're hurling, you start making reference to, I hope all those children in Libya are still doing okay. I really care about them. Who knew my work would be so fortunate, but I would have to pay such a tremendous price. And as you start referencing the recent outbreaks of Ebola within the overseas. This guy is now a little bit fucking on edge, and he really doesn't want to be here. So he's just gonna try to bag himself out. As he stumbles out, he actually looks like he's hold on a second. Someone's trying to ping me. Thank you. Okay. Um. He's actually in a patient's gown, actually. And he has a name tag, Barnaby Jones. Let's go with that one. Yeah, that's not a ridiculous name. As he's trying to stumble out a little bit, putting his hand on the toilet bowl seat, just going ever closing and closing to the door. It's like, nope, I think I'm done. I think I'm done.
And uh, this guy's just gonna go on for just a little bit longer until he's out, and then
Okay, okay.
as soon as he's out, he's going to glance to Isabel and go, "All right, that should buy us not much time. Um, did you bring your lockpicks?"
Of course I did. I never leave home without it.
In the hallway, there's a door that leads away from here. I'm expecting it to be locked. Could you lean, uh, perhaps carry me out there, hold me in such a way that I'm giving you cover, and it looks like you're just helping me rest while you pick the lock?
And she nods, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to do here. So
Loop
instead of
around.
trying to,
Instead of trying to sneak,
mhm.
instead of trying to sneak past the guy at the desk who's going to be looking right at us, trying to pick the lock and go in behind him.
So, okay.
Avoid his field of view and the other people in the waiting room.
Like that's the thing. It is sort of in view. I mean, if you do it, I'm not gonna say that you can't do it. It's certainly possible. Well, but it's not gonna be easy. Also, you guys are forgetting about your friend outside.
Oh, right. Isabel started, texting Rick, telling him the plan that Celio had, and seeing what he thought of it.
And also, Celia doesn't know he has obfuscate or how high it is.
Okay, so what is Isabel telling Rick about the situation?
She's telling Rick that Celio wants to get into a door that seems to be open behind the front desk, and that the way in, they'll have to go through a side door and she'll have to pick a lock to get in. So you don't see any other doors that are open, so she's saying that's pretty much seems like the only option.
Rick will just reply, is there another way around?
And she'll respond. But it seems like there's only this side door that's locked.
Okay. Essentially the situation is three different doors. Two are on the wall. One is behind the attendant desk. Now, the
Okay.
one behind the attendant desk is open and unlocked. The other two doors, when I say locked, that's really a undue justification of what they actually are. There are two doors that actually can only be opened from the other side. It's so that doctors and nurses can open the doors for patients so they can come in and make sure that no one can just walk into the building, into the staff proper setting.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they are locked, and you could definitely jury rig it open. It's just, again, there are options you are not considering.
Hmm. Rick will ask, where are the cameras?
Uh, would Isabel have seen where they all are?
Cameras in the hospital typically have this upturned bowl look on top of the ceiling, and you do note one within the waiting room. It is currently off in one of the corners.
She'll,
And I'll also give you this one to you guys. If you were able to figure out where the security system is, you might have access to the camera system. Something to think about.
Rick will tell Isabel, well, first he'll leave the car and he'll look for some nook next to the wall of the hospital somewhere where there's no uncurtained windows and no people in the parking lot. He'll obfuscate there, then text Isabel, telling her to rush outside in 10 seconds as if you forgot something, then rush back in. And he'll proceed towards the front door and wait for her to open them for him.
She'll show Celia the text and go, "That sound okay to you?"
It's like, yeah.
Right. And then she'll run in that direction, and if she passes any people, she'll kind of say to herself, like, shit, I forgot our cards in the fucking car.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And since I kind of figure, I kind of know what you're trying to do, and yeah, this will definitely work on. She opens the door, you slip in, and she closes the door, and then eventually we'll come back. Eventually. Because you've actually timed this out, it actually works better for you since she knows to wait a little bit longer than she should. So yeah, you're good. You're obfuscated. You're inside the hospital. What do you want to do?
Once inside, Rick will be immediately putting his hand up to cover his face from the waiting room, and he'll proceed to walk down towards the attendant and their desk. And is there a way to walk around the desk?
Man, there's really like you today. Okay. This is what I'm going to give you. There is really no way to walk behind it. I mean, there is there is no way to actually walk into it because it's meant to be walked in from the back so that that's secure. But what I will give you is that there seems to be a collection of boxes right on the outside of the attendant's desk that if you were careful enough, you could take a step over onto the other side of the attendant's desk and just simply walk through. But that would be a check.
All right. What about the triage room? Is that open?
Triage room. Unfortunately, no, you are standing in the triage room. When I mean triage, I mean maybe a nurse or two will come out and quickly try to figure out what's wrong immediately. And if you're okay, she'll rush back and just not pay attention to it. Right? And if you're critically wounded, like unless you've been shot like dead on and you've got like a few pocket holes, and you're on a gurney, and the guy emergency transport personnel are fucking carrying you away, yeah, they're probably not going to pay too much attention to.
Okay, here's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
How are the nurses getting into the waiting room area? In emergency rooms I've seen, you walk in, you're in the waiting room area and the reception area, and it's all kind of one big room. And then off to the side, there's that desk that sometimes has a glass thing in front of it. And there's a triage room where they take all your information and they have access to the triage room from behind the desk. But then you also have access to the triage room from the waiting room. So if both of those...
Okay. I get what you're saying, and typically, yeah, that would be true. But to simplify things, the scenario I presented, the triage and the lobby are the same room.
Okay.
And to get into the greater hospital on the other side, there are one of two ways. Either the nurses themselves have to actually open one of the doors so you can walk through, or the attendant can just walk his pretty ass on the other side.
Okay, so the nurses are using the double doors?
Yeah, they're using the double doors. Typically, what happens is one of the nurses will just open up for them. There are personnel on the other side opening the damn door. Okay.
Okay. Are the nurses who were giving the man in the waiting room triage still there?
Okay. Lucky bastard! You finally luck out. One or two of them is still trying to get the person's information. One of them seems to be satisfied with how everything is going and is going to go to the attendant and say, "Can you let me in?" And the attendant walks back Heck, through the door, this way, opens the door, and the nurse is gonna go in. You're muted.
Rick will walk briskly right behind the person going through the doors, and then stop, putting his finger right in the way of the
Okay.
door clicking shut.
Yeah. I get what you're trying to do, but I'm gonna tell you this. This is gonna be a harder check than the other way. So, do it at difficulty 7, Dex Stealth, and you're going to need a few successes to get this right.
Let's see. Dexterity, stealth. Can I spend a willpower point?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. You're able to. Yeah. You can do this. You can do this. You got this. You're able to just step right there, and while they continue on forward, one of them makes sure that the door is closed. But luckily, you're inside in time to be on the other side. The nurse goes on further down in, the attendant, and walks back to his table. And you're inside. Congratulations.
Okay. Rick will look around the immediate area, looking for a patient room that might be empty nearby.
A patient what?
Patient room.
Do you have auspex?
Yes, just level 1.
Okay. Just the one. Do me do me a wits investigation in difficulty 5. Two successes? Okay, fair enough. It's not immediate, but you can find one of the rooms that you can definitely find a room that is currently waiting for occupation. The lights seem to be off. The door seems to be open. None of the little flags that typically denote that the patient is in there is in there. And yeah, you go. Yeah, you're in. What are you trying to
Alright.
do?
Rick will go into the dark room, step behind the door, unobfuscate, and text Isabel to come to the interior door in 10 seconds.
Since she's AFK, I'm going to assume that's exactly what she does.
Okay. Again, you're coordinating. Basically, you're doing a reverse of what you did before. Or you're opening the door, and these two are going to sort of fall inwards. Now, what I wanted to do is, this is actually it's fairly blatant what you're trying to do here. But since you've actually coordinated, I'm going to give them a Dex stealth check, difficulty 8.
Alright. I'm going to spend a willpower point for an automatic success.
That's probably a good, smart idea. Why do I see a 1 there?
No dots in stealth, so I lose 1 die and I have 2 decks.
I. Okay then. I'm gonna wait for Isabel to do her thing.
Because it's easier for me to bluff my way in than sneak my way in.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. It's cool. I'm just gonna wait for Isabel. Come on, kitty. Oh God. Where'd the kitty go?
And she had a little bit of an emergency to take care of.
Okay. Ah, I think I have something. Bad, terrible things are.
Well, since we're waiting anyway, during this little 10 seconds, are there any lab coats on coat racks in the patient room?
Damn. No, unfortunately. Wow, I've rolled this die like 3 different times. It's given me 3 like 3 times. It's weird. Yeah.
I'm
Now,
back.
you back?
What do I need to do?
Do me a favor and do a Dex stealth maneuver at difficulty 8 and get really, 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 really good.
I'm gonna spend a point of willpower for automatic success.
Okay.
If my mouse would cooperate.
Okay.
3 successes plus my 1 makes it 4.
Okay. And unfortunately, Kitty, you didn't see it, but where's he botched? Yeah, he botched. No, he didn't botch. He just failed. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what happened. Isabel,
Mhm.
you're able to sort of slink through just enough. Celio, you attempt to slide in as well, but unfortunately, instead of sneaking through like the female, you actually sort of press the door inwards a bit. And it looks like you sort of just fail against the door to make not a loud sound, but more of a sound. And the attendant looks briefly across, like, yeah, you're gonna have to wait. Those doors don't open unless a nurse on the other side says you can go in. Sorry, man.
And so he'll just go, okay. And he'll start
Actually, do
to
me a witch check. Just do me a witch check real quick.
do successes.
Okay, 2 successes. If you do really, really fast talk right now, you may be able to convince them that the door was open previously, but you accidentally fell on top of it. And since the door was open previously, you're kind of not exactly telling a lie. Maybe you're just too. Maybe if you convince them that you were just a little too slow and the nurse was a little too fast, yes, you may be able to fish this over if you are able to communicate to the people on the other side to open the damn door, or when you say to open the damn door.
Okay, alright. Um, with that, I'm just saying. Oh, okay, but the door was open just a moment ago. I think I tripped or something and pushed it shut.
Okay, okay.
He does look a little pallid.
No, no, I know that, I know that. And, uh, people on the other side, you're hearing him say this. How do you respond?
I was gonna actually have Isabel kind of push the door open, but kind of try to stay out of sight and say, "This way, Mr. Rossi. Come on."
There you go, there you go. Oh, very smart, very smart. Let's see, Rossi, go ahead and make a charisma subterfuge roll. Difficulty 7, but because of the added help, yeah, difficulty 7, difficulty 7.
With 2 successes.
Okay, okay. With 2 successes, the guy is looking at you like he's looking at someone and maybe he should be talking to one of his superiors. And then the door opens, like, oh, yeah, well, people be sick. Whatever. And he goes back to writing down some numbers and checking out his stat logs. And eh, he's gonna watch you walk in and then close the door. And yeah, he's good. He's good. You're good. Congratulations, you have found yourself within the patient holding cells, or people usually hold their cells.
Rick will look to Isabel. We need to find computers, shut off cameras while we're here, and find where the patient is located.
Okay.
And this, I was going to say, we also need a way to blend in a little more. Uniforms, something, scrubs, lab coats. Security officer's uniform, maybe a janitor's uniform.
Yep. Yeah, good. Uh, Now, there are different hallways this way and that. You're looking further down the hallway, and you're starting to see what looks less like the checkpoint from above, and looks more like a working university hallway, where patients and doctors will go to and fro. Oh, there's actually a small. Oh, it's like, yeah. Oh God, yes. You guys got lucky this time. There is a small portable kiosk where the nurses would check in and check out for check what medications go to which rooms, who's currently logged in, who's currently locked out. Apparently, this one had been stationed just right here, and no one had bothered to put it back where it typically goes. So, yeah, you get something. You get something.
And as soon as he sees it, he'll motion Isabel over to it. I believe that's your specialty.
Isabel will nod and she'll look around for cameras first.
Here, not so much. I mean, yeah, there's a camera at the hall, but that's more like for the bigger hall. What you're currently in seems to be holding. If you do me a stealth plus wits check, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Oh.
It's like, okay. You just failed. You didn't botch or anything. So you kind of think you're someplace where you're okay, but it's definitely having, but you definitely have your rear end out to the whole world to see, for lack of a better word. I'm pretty sure it's a nice tush. I'm pretty sure people appreciate the tush. Don't really pay too much attention to it, but yeah, you do have access to the computer now.
Mm.
And actually, as you're accessing the computer, it seems like one of the holding cells seems to be getting some surface. It seems to be a nurse is going in with what seems to be a clear fluid bag, hooking up to something and then trying to leave as quickly as possible. Not really paying you guys too much mind.
Alright, Isabel will, well, she needs to shut down those cameras, so she'll see, I guess I'll have her,
I'm going to tell you straight up. What you want for shutting down cameras is the security room, the security system, which is different from the medical records, which is
right.
what you have.
Right,
But
I'm
that doesn't
fine.
mean you can't find where the security room is using the medicals. The medical computer will have a map of the building.
Well, I do need to, I'm sorry, I think I'm cut off. She was given a name, right, of
Yeah,
this
yeah.
person. Alright,
John Doe number 3.
John Doe number 3. Could she search through that for that person?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
What do I need to...
You're going to make a wits plus computer roll. Difficulty, 7. Man, okay. So you're filling through the logs. You're not finding the right name. You found the right subfolder, herders, but you're paying too much attention to the map rather than the actual names. You can do it again and at a slightly high difficulty 8 because you're because that's the rule when you try something and you increase the difficulty by 1.
Right. Sorry, just checking to make sure. I have to write down dice. I'm gonna spend point of willpower for 1 automatic success on this time.
Okay, fair enough.
I get 1 success from that, so it's 2 successes.
Okay. John, John Doe number 3. Recently admitted over the weekend and had major amounts of trauma. And then it seemed to be that he had been ejected. He had self-ejected. He had been ejected from the hospital for some reason. There were some blood tests in the works, but for the most part, it didn't really go anywhere. It felt like a false report, pretty much. It was denoted as a okay. There's this thing where people try to convince people that they're really hurt so they can get drugs. That's what this is being listed as a person that tried to fake having horrible pain to get at some drug medication. But because he came in horribly wounded, but he left perfectly fine. And so there is a small report, but again, the cops will never follow up on this report because he didn't actually get any drugs, so wasn't worth the time.
Mm-hmm. Isabel will look to the other 2 and go and kind of motion them over towards her.
And we'll take a look.
She'll turn the monitor around and show them the reports. Go. do you want me to delete this file, or do you think I should just leave it? All things considered, it seems as though they just think he was faking it and just left.
Is there physical evidence we need to get rid of?
Well, I think you did say that there was a blood test, right?
Yeah. There was a blood test that was supposed to be processed, but that was sent off to one of the higher floors, and unfortunately, blood testing takes a lot longer than you would think it would. And typically, they take a little bit more than they really should because, yeah, it's all right. It is currently where they do the blood testing is actually. Do you have a map of the building yet?
No, but I'm going to assume that there might be one on this computer.
Okay. Fair enough. You get the computer report up. There is a hematologist lab upon the third floor where that does take care of this thing. And yeah, and there is one nurse listed as an aside to this case. Is one nurse Beaver.
Should go. Well, yeah, okay. So here's where the blood test would have gone. So there's probably a vial or two of his blood up there. So we should probably get that.
And what would the vial be marked with? Would it be marked with his name?
John Doe number 3, I'm going to assume.
Alright. Um. We should definitely get rid of that file and get rid of the sample.
Okay. Now, you guys know a little bit more about your parameters. There's you still need to figure out some way to get some different clothing. And as you're looking through the map, do me a wits investigation roll. Difficulty 5 because you have a map right there. Anyone could make this check.
2 successes?
And same for me.
Okay, with your 2 successes, you know kind of you know the general layout and what all the bigger wards are. Mr. Forsyth says is right there. Clever little boy. You figure out that there is actually a laundry collection room further down the hall, or that would theoretically have scrubs or dressing gowns and stuff like that.
Rick will point out the room on the screen, then look to Isabel. Security room. Also, where is that?
Security room. It is on the 2nd floor.
And do we find that without problem?
You can find that without too much difficult. You can find it. Yeah, it is definitely a place you can find in this building. Now, is there anything else you want to do with this little kiosk? Any side little bits? Anything you want to delve into? Any reports that you want to put into there, or any report you want to take out from there?
While Isabel is there, it wouldn't be unreasonable for her to probably have a flash drive on her. Have her plug it in, download that file onto her flash drive of the person that they're looking at right now. And while she's also there, I'm going to have her do a quick search for the woman who might have committed suicide or attempted to.
Okay. Do you remember what her name was?
No, I have.
Then A.
There we go.
I'm sorry, what?
It was Susan A, wasn't it?
Okay, yeah. Specifically, it's
Susan
Susan
Ashworth?
Ashworth. You definitely found that. Yeah, Ashworth. Um, and because you have the name and you actually know what you're looking for, since you've done this once before, even whatever you were doing before, you were just really, really frazzled, I guess. You never really been in a hospital before with all its sterile environments. But you do it a second time. And then this will be the third time. You pull up the record, and it is Susan Ashworth with a picture of what looks to be about a 40-year-old woman under suicide watch, psychiatric ward, to see Dr. Xavier, and the current date right now.
She'll also put that file onto her flash drive, but she won't delete that one. She will, however, delete the file of John Doe number 3.
Okay. You're able to, you deleted from. You send in a request for it to be deleted. If everything goes smoothly, its deletion from the system will be expedited. Very, very, very quickly. It's not an immediate process simply because it's a server room and you typically want to keep medical records at least on hand in case something bad happens. But because you had keyed it to deletion, and it will probably be deleted sooner than the others. How about that?
And so I'll just go. Can you bring up the map and try to full screen that as much as you can?
Okay,
Sure.
go ahead.
When she does that, he's gonna take out his cell phone and take a picture of the map.
Okay, yeah. That seems like a smart move.
This way, they have a map on hand.
Perfect.
All right. What is your next move? I'm gonna go through the list. The laundry room is on the first floor down the hallway. The security room is on the second floor, and the actual hematologist office is on the third floor.
Laundry room.
Okay, smart.
Yeah.
Do me. For those of you who don't have aspects or a way to conceal yourself, do me a wit stealth with standard difficulty, and for you guys to just sort of stay out of the way of people's eyes, and stuff like that. And basically not look like suspicious bastards.
Difficulty what?
Standard difficulty.
Okay, so 2 successes.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
Rick is not suspicious at all.
You're obfuscated. Oh, okay, fair enough. Celio.
So you wanted wits and what?
Wits, stealth.
And spending a willpower point for an automatic success gives me 3.
Okay. Mr. Rick Grayson, you've been in hospitals before. You kind of know what you're doing. It's all about not looking like you're going to fall over dead. Celio, you're not as good as he is. You sort of follow his lead. It's like you're playing on his coattails. Isabel, you kind of come off as a child that's lost its way a bit, but because of the other two sort of helping to create a better illusion, and that you guys belong there, it's not quite that. It's not quite that unforeseeable. Yeah. The attendant, the doctor, and the nurse don't really pay you too much mind. They believe you may be here to visit someone and you're just on a really, really, really late stay, pretty much. And you guys will find the washed laundry room. No, the laundry room, yeah. You find the laundry room fairly carefully. There seems to be a few lockers on the side. There seems to be a laundry van over there, and it doesn't seem like anyone is immediately here or whatnot.
All right. I'll start looking for like a janitor's outfit. See if there's one down here.
Okay. Uh, okay. That's what you're looking for. What is Rick looking for?
Rick is looking for a lab coat.
Okay. Izo, what are you looking for?
I was gonna have her looking for like nurse's scrubs or something.
Okay. Everyone here, do me a perception plus investigation. Man, I wish you guys had medicine. I really do. Go ahead.
Fail.
And 2 successes.
Okay. Rick Grayson, you get 3 successes, and yeah, you definitely find one of the lab coats that seems to have a really bad chemical stain on one side, right? But other than that, it's perfectly fine. And Isabel, you actually don't find anything immediately, but you do stumble onto something completely different, actually. No, wait, yeah. Okay. Celio, yeah, you find your way. You don't find what you think you're looking to find, but you find something completely different. You've actually put your hands on what looks to be a set of ID keys. Basically, that's just tags distinguishing that you are of the proper authority. And Isabel, you find both the scrubs and the janitor's office uh, crumbled upon themselves in the exact same box, exact same locker room, locker. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I can't speak today. In the exact same locker, almost as if they've been taken off the exact same time. And anyone with even a little bit of perception can hear further into this room and behind the door what appears to be the sound of heavy breathing.
Isabel looks appalled. Right, well, they won't need these for a little bit. She'll take the uniform and the janitor's uniform out as well and kind of offer it to Celio. This might fit you.
And I'm assuming it's like the nondescript brown jumpsuit.
Yeah, it's the nondescript brown jumpsuit.
Lucille will put that on as quickly as he can.
Okay. Rick, I assume you're going to put on your lab coat, and Isabel the same?
Yep.
Okay. Now, David,
Mhm.
the ID tags that you have uh, have a little picture on them. It doesn't look exactly like you, oh, but but you're pretty sure that you could fake it if you need to. You get some pretty good bluff on you. You can probably just fake it. Just hold your thumb over the picture while you show it to people. Yeah, that'll totally work.
All right. And do the other two tags is one male, one female?
Yes, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah. Um,
And
I don't
the
know what it was at the beginning, but once you rolled all that bad luck out of it, you actually start getting good luck.
he'll look at the two and he'll offer the one that has the female name to Isabel, and he'll offer the other one to Rick.
And I'll take it and she'll pin it onto the collar area of the uniform.
Rick will clip his ID to his lab coat and look back to the others. Let's get out of here before someone comes looking for laundry. And he'll exit the laundry room and sort of just acting like he has places to be with these two following behind him.
Okay, okay, okay. And as you come out, one of the nurses come out and says, "Oh, thank God you guys are here. The mess on floor 4 is horrendous. Just bring the chemical solvent and the sawdust, and said meet me there in like I don't know an hour, 30 minutes or so. Oh, I gotta clean this shit up before I go home." And the nurse walks off.
Rick will just smile, nod, and continue on as if maybe that's where he was already going.
Celia will just kind of go, again? And start to head in that direction.
And Rick will be looking for a stairwell rather than an elevator.
Yeah, yep, yep. Um, there is a stairs. Specifically, this stairs is one of the newfangled ones. It's one of those shelter-in-place stairs, where the stairs itself is pr- actually protected itself that you could close it in case of a fire, biological disturbance, or stuff like that. But yeah, you can definitely find the stairs. You can definitely go up the stairs. Where are we going next, folks?
Rick's gonna be well, he's going to get into the stairwell first, and then turn back to the other two. Security or continue on?
I think it might be a good idea to get to security first.
Do you have a plan for how we're getting in there?
And to respond to that, he's going to look to Isabel. Like, any ideas?
Well,
I think she went AFK, so.
okay, okay. I'm gonna give you guys a little something here. You guys are, you guys don't necessarily have to play by the rules, so to speak. You guys have certain little tricks of the trade that you could try to try to malify the situation. Particularly, vampires are known for their ability to confuse and deceive and move people this way or that. So, if you guys think about it a little bit, you may be able to tap into a little bit of your kindred condition to try something new.
Right. Well, still we have to see if there's anyone inside. I might be able to get in just to saying, "Oh, I'm there to take the trash out."
It's definitely a possibility, but what I'm trying to get across is that Yeah, sure, sure. All right, you can try that, and you can try it. You step off to the second floor. This floor is not immediately apparent in that it is a hospital. It's more darker. It's more it's and as you're walking on off to the right seems to be where the security room would be, and there definitely seems to be a patrol, not a patrolman, but a security guard leaning up against the door, and another one just shooting the shit with him. Like, did you see the Yankees last night? Hey, man, and can't we ever get a break? I don't know. Oh, I just wish we had the good old days back. Man, the good old days are never coming back. Like, you gotta let that stuff go. I ain't never gonna let that stuff go. Oh man, you know I met my wife at that game? Hey, here we go about the wife thing again. And I really wish you'd just let it go. Oh, man, that woman was the best thing they ever done to me until she divorced you. Then you fell into that bottle. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. Better. Yeah. And they're yammering on like a bunch of people right now.
While they're talking, Seal's just gonna try to walk into the security room as if that's where he needs to be.
And they stop you. And it's like, you're not supposed to be here. It's like, dude, I don't know if anyone's. Are you new here? You don't go in there. You don't go in there.
Like, well, I know how you guys are with the security room. I've had to clean up some of the messes you make. And he'll look to the one who's divorced and say, and I know at least one of you goes to porn sites using those computers. That's not what they're for.
They look at you. Let me get the trash for you, buddy. As one person to the other, maybe I can just lighten your workload a little bit. While the one with the one that has having marital problems goes into the room, goes behind him. There sounds to be like the ripping of a trash bag, tying off a trash bag. Door opens them again, and the man has a trash can as a trash bag. Here you go, buddy.
At this point, Rick is going down the hallway from the stairwell, looking for a patient room with a patient maybe asleep in it.
Unfortunately, this isn't where the patients are. This seems to be more an administrative computer room, for lack of a better term. It definitely has more offices rather than medical equipment in it. This floor is not strictly hospital. It's more of the administration work. The downstairs is more emergency first aid kind of stuff, and the higher floors are more advanced thinking.
Um, upon getting the trash bag, um, I'll glance to I'm trying to make eye contact with the one that hasn't been drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And what level was that mess on?
Mess 4, level 4.
So, by the way, there was a patient making a big fuss on the fourth floor. Maybe you should leave and check it out. And as I say leave, I'm going to use dominate.
Thank you, good sir. Thank you. That is the correct response. Do it at difficulty 5. The reason why I say difficulty 5 is that these guys have seen stuff. They're made of sterner stuff than regular mortals are.
Yeah, you said 5, so that's only 2 successes.
Okay. And yeah, that's about right. That's about what you want to do. Oh, and he looks at you. His eyes sort of melt over for a bit. a bit, and it's like, Charlie, I'm gonna have to check this thing on for or man the station by yourself, okay? And they got and Charlie's like, okay, whatever. And that
And
security guard leaves the stairs and walks on up.
I'll I'll take the trash and just kind of like stretch my neck a little bit. And do I see any cameras pointing at us?
Pointing at you.
Yes. Or at least
And,
that can get me in their field of view.
uh, do a perception plus technology roll, maybe?
Okay. Fail.
To you, no.
Right, then there's more than one way to subdue someone.
Mm-hmm. What you thinking?
I was thinking since this guy's been drinking, maybe top off. But like clinch him into the security room.
Uh, you mean push him into the security room?
Yeah, and then see about getting a snack.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're trying to do. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Do a Dex plus stealth, and he's gonna roll his he's gonna roll his he's gonna roll his perception plus alertness.
Well, wouldn't it be like
You're
excellent?
no, look, man. I know what you're trying to do. Ooh, this is just to see if you get any more extra dice than what you're doing.
Uh, one success.
Okay. Okay. Hey, you're able to, you're able to, okay, he kind of sees what you're doing, and his eyes go a little bit wide as he's trying to put his hands out a little bit. Now do a strength plus brawl, and um, he's going to try to resist with his strength and brawl.
Right.
And I'm going to remind you of something. You're a vampire. You could buff your strength.
I was actually going to do that.
There you go. There you go. Oh, shit. How many successes?
Just the one.
Do you not have any points in brawl?
No, I don't.
Okay. In that case, just okay. The farthest side, on the left, is not something you typically take away from. It's just what you do. So go ahead and roll one extra die. Okay. So you actually have this guy in the room, and he's like, what, God? I didn't fuck your wife. I didn't fuck your wife.
And while he's
You didn't
freaking,
Yeah. Okay. Go
while,
ahead.
while he's freaking out, it's a long shot, but I'm thinking of arguing back with, you know, I know you slept with her, or I know you, fuck.
I know you tapped that ass.
Huh?
I know you tapped that ass. I know you tapped that ass.
What a thing to come back to. Celia, what the hell are you doing?
Apparently, he's really frustrated because he figured out his wife is cheating on him with the security guard, even though he makes really good money being a janitor.
Sorry.
Basically, just say, I know the two of you've been sleeping around, and as I say sleep, dominate.
Dominic. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Do it. Do this at difficulty 6 because of the again, it's base difficulty 5 because he's a human, but he's made of stronger stuff. But because of the situation, and it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I have 2 6s right. Oh wait, you said 6, right?
Yeah, I said 6. Okay, one takeaway. Okay, okay. Hey, you got 2 successes. He's feeling really, really drowsy. He's not exactly asleep just yet, but he's definitely calming down and not able to exert a lot of his force. He's sort of like, effectively, what you've done is you've made him. He's not going to be able to use his entire dice pool to fight you anymore.
All right, and at this time, could I try to get some blood from him?
Yeah, sure. He's trying to put up with the stress, but you can pretty much just go down and do what you want.
Yeah. I'll take 2 blood from him, in that case.
Okay, and as you bite down, he just sort of goes floppish on it. He sort of just goes flop. The kiss is a very enjoyable thing to mortals, to particular mortals, I should say. And he sort of just goes, yep, and he's pretty much going to sleep right now. He's going to sleepy time.
And at this point, Rick will. I'm assuming he's bringing Isabel along with him as he's going and walking into the security room, and once they're in, shutting the door behind them. And is there a lock on it?
Yeah, there's a lock on it. You can totally lock it if you want to.
Definitely lock it.
And,
Okay, go ahead.
go ahead and lick the wound shut so it looks like he just slumped over. And
Yeah, go ahead.
do a quick check, see if he carries around a flask.
He's like, it's like, he was trying to kick the bucket. I rolled a 2 this time. But you have your flask.
Yeah, but there's blood in the alcohol's in the blood. I was thinking of just.
This is what you do. This is what you do. You drink your flask out. You just tuck it inside his shirt, right? And it pretty much looked like he drank the whole thing and then went sleepy, die by time.
I was just thinking of splashing alcohol on him to get the smell as well.
Sorry,
Oh well.
it's bad luck.
Is Kitty back?
Yeah, I've been back a little bit. Sorry.
Okay, we are in the security room. Do your thing.
Alright, she'll look at Rick and say, you wanted me to shut the cameras down, right?
Yes. Just for our time here, if you can. If not, just turn off.
She'll, what do you, I guess she'll, start looking through the program and see if there's like an off button, you know?
Okay. You're looking through the computer screen, and you definitely see a whole bunch of commands and command lines. This is one of the throwbacks. There's no such thing as a. Okay. Do me a intelligence plus computer roll, standard difficulty, because you are at the place that you need to be to do this kind of thing.
Intelligence computer, you said?
Yep.
Alright, 3 successes then.
Okay. With 3 successes, you're able to pick up the video logs and do with them as you will. You can edit them, you can delete them, you can turn some of the cameras off if you want to, anything you want to.
It was you said I could turn off the cameras?
Yeah, you can turn off the cameras, you can edit some of the cameras, you can pull records off or put records in if you had any.
Just look at Rick and go, is there anything else you want me to do, or do you want me to just shut him down?
Rick will sort of look around the room and then raise a brow as he looks to Isabel. Can you recycle old footage?
No, if I have some footage, yeah, I could put some in. Perhaps I could find
Try
another night and put it over.
Try using the previous hour's footage for the next hour we're here.
Can I put that footage in and have it like loop for that time?
Yeah, you can do that. That's going to require a check because it's doing something fancy. It's not taking something out, it's putting something in and then editing it. So go ahead and make the same roll again at difficulty 7.
Hmm. With the 1, that makes it 1 success.
Okay. Um, you're pretty sure you got it? Seems to be looping all right. You're not really sure how long it will be, how long will it last. Yes, and there's one obvious jump up there at the end. But other than that, you did it. You did fairly okay.
Alright.
Done?
Yeah, it looks like I'm done.
Alright, let's get out of here before the other guy comes back.
Alright.
Mhm.
She'll head out the door.
Okay. Yep. Congratulations, you got through. Congratulations, you successfully navigated the security room. Where to next?
Stairwell and then the 3rd floor.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Okay.
John Doe number 3 was on the 3rd floor, right?
John Doe number 3 is no longer at the hospital.
Oh, right, that was the hematology lab. Okay. And then
Yeah.
the person, Susan, where was she? What floor?
Psychiatric ward.
What floor is that?
When I mean psychiatric ward, I mean when you try to when you initially looked at the room number and floor plan, it just said psychiatric ward. Yeah, the psychiatric ward is not this building; it's the next building over. Although there is a connecting the connecting bit because yeah, you do have the map. You can totally see that.
Okay. Right, then Rick will be going down the hall back to the stairwell to go to the 3rd floor.
Okay. You do that rather successfully, and your other 2 companions, I assume they do likewise.
Yep.
Yeah, though, was there a cubicle nearby, or at least between the security office and our way out?
Yeah, sure. There's a cubicle. What do you want to do?
What's the name on it?
The name on it?
Hmm?
John Peterson.
All right. Uh, and I'm assuming there's. Well, I'm just going to go into that little cubicle and open up that bag of trash and just dump everything on that desk. put the bag right over the monitor.
Okay, yep. There's a few coffee cups, some snack wrappers, and what looks to be one or two used tissues. Tissues that it's all over the desk. It's a mess.
Isabel just gives him a look. Like, Celio, really?
And he'll just smile widely.
Okay.
I really do think I need to keep you on that leash.
Right. Likewise, from the second to the third story, the laboratories. Up in the laboratory, there doesn't seem to be actually. Man, you guys are getting unlucky again. Into one of the right-hand corners of the floor, there seems to be a light on and some talking, and not a whole lot else. You can definitely make your way and navigate to the hematology lab.
Okay. And according to the map, which direction was the lab? Right or left?
It's to the right.
Okay. Rick will stop at the doorway between the stairwell and the third floor and glance around, see the light, hear the talking, then sort of quietly shut the door again and look back to Celio and Isabel. There's people we'll have to walk by. And he'll look to Celio. I'm going to act as if I'm bringing you to clean up a mess. Isabel, you follow behind as if you're helping me.
Alright.
Alright.
With that, Rick will turn, open the door, and begin walking briskly down the hallway as if he's walking with purpose. And he'll, as they're coming towards the light and the sound of talking, he'll glance back to Celio and just sort of quietly talk. It's just up this way. It's a huge mess. Hurry, please.
Okay. You guys are gonna do me. You guys are gonna do me a manipulation performance check. Difficulty. Let's go with difficulty 4, since you got all the costume down. And you're doing the right stuff.
Can I roll subterfuge instead of performance? I don't have.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah, difficulty high for subterfuge, but yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You said 4?
Yeah, 4 for performance, because I'm enjoying what you guys are doing terribly too much. Are you trying to fail there, man?
You tried.
So close. I cleared it, but it was one success.
Okay. Don't worry, I saw it. Okay. As you're going across, each of you give me something. It's something you're saying, something you're doing.
Well, Isabella's following behind Rick. She's like, Doctor, you might have wanted to tell him that he needs some gloves. I mean, it looked pretty bad.
Simulo's just gonna look like he's had a rough day and kind of just shaking his head and mumbling and grumbling. I mean, you should be more careful. That stuff's dangerous.
Okay.
Just
And as you're
motioning to the chemical stain on his confiscated lab coat. It's like, I know, I got it everywhere. Let's just hurry, please.
okay. And as you're rushing across the voices inside look at the moment, but then pay attention back to quickly what they're doing. It's like, it's shit! It's all shit! It's shit everywhere! Why can't you get across on this? Let's just process the shit so we can get it done with this shit so we can move the shit offwards. And then you quickly realize that you just went by the scatological lab.
Ew.
Certainly was shit.
What a crappy job.
These
Okay.
jokes are shit.
Okay. And you're quickly able to make your way to the door of the hematology lab. Unfortunately, this door is actually indeed locked, but it's locked with a... Oh, fuck my shit. Okay. It's locked with both electronical keycard and a bloody traditional key lock.
You said there's a traditional key lock?
Yeah, a traditional key lock and a mechanical and a electrical lock. Electrical key card.
And the IDs we picked up earlier, are they the same thing as the electronic cards?
I'm not too sure. Or what kind of check would you make to figure that out? You could use trial and error, of course.
I would just look at the back of it and see if there's a black strip.
It's like a few of the key cards have a black strip, but you don't know if they're the right keys or not.
Okay.
I'll try mine.
Okay, janitorial. No access, unfortunately.
I'll have Isabel slide her card then.
Okay. No access. And in fact, at that point, it looks like a one red light and a row of 3 red lights has sparked up. You may think it may be some type of warning system.
Rick will examine his ID to see if there's any sort of staff information about the person.
You know what that means, right?
There is no staff information.
No, a 10 is good. A 10 is the best thing.
Oh, I thought it said 0. Jesus.
I did too.
On
No,
some
the
10-sided die, they just put the 0.
Yeah. Okay. This is what you get. That idea that you have just so happens to be the director of hematology. It's actually no, wait, not director. I'm sorry. It's oh, whoa, this is gonna be nice. It is the keycard to a 1S Dr. S. Forrest. You get that?
Yeah. Rick will slide the card.
You slide it under, and suddenly that red light turns into a green light. Click.
Does the knob part of the lock unlock as well?
Unfortunately, no. Oh, it does not. I had to go back and check my notes. Oh, it's yeah, you actually have to have the key or be able to pick this lock. But the good news is that the electro lock is open.
Okay. Seeing the green light, Rick will smile
Is
and
my internet cutting out?
you're up.
Okay. Well, then if there's a lock to pick, Isabel will take out her lock picking kit from her under the outfit she's wearing. She'll probably would have taken it out of her hoodie and like slipped it into her pocket.
Yeah. That works. That works for me. Okay,
Rick
go
will
ahead.
to sort of form a between him and Celio, sort of form a cover around the nurse who's politely opening the door for them.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah, that's actually very smart. Okay, Isabel. This is a very, very well maintained and nice lock. Do your lock picking at difficulty 8.
Mm.
It is Dex plus larceny.
Yep. Okay. 3 successes.
Well, uh, why was I worried? Why was I worried? Okay. You put your you put your pick in there, or you tousle the tumblers, and you do it click, click,
And
click. It, shit. Door unlocks.
and this whole time while she's doing that, Syl's just gonna be looking at Rick and be like, "So, do you think it's really worth going through college to get a job like this? 'Cause it looks like it pays quite a bit."
Then
So
you
like
get them
they're talking.
to clean them up. And Rick will just sort of smile.
Okay. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. You are currently in the hematology lab.
Yay.
Now, how are we going to go about this? There seems to be some stethoscopes, some what looks like to be a radiology, a bit of equipment, one of those centrifuges things, and what looks like to be a cabinet on the sides, and lots of other meticulous stuff that if I was more intelligent, I would explain to you.
Are there any sort of like labels or anything saying like, blood is kept here, biohazard kind of stuff or anything?
Does anyone here have medicine?
No.
Man, uh, Nero is kicking himself in his office right now because he said the wrong ones. He said the wrong damn ones. Okay, in that case, do me. Okay. Explain to me what you're looking for.
Are any of like the cabinet areas or anywhere where you would see things like stored? Any sort of label that might say like hazardous waste or samples, blood samples, like I guess trying to see if there's anything that's labeled that says this is where certain things are kept.
Okay.
Rick uh, going to go to the centrifuge and microscopes, if there are any, looking for any samples marked John Doe number 3.
Okay. Rosalini, anything?
Sorry, what?
David.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if I remember right, blood needs to be kept cool or else it starts to go bad. And I'm pretty sure Celio would know this because he has to store his blood. At least keep it
Okay.
cool on a regular basis. Um, is there any kind of machine in here that looks like it might be refrigerated or cooled in some manner?
The cabinet certainly seems suspicious. But
Alright.
there's one thing. Okay. Here's what I'm going to give you. Isabel, go ahead and make me wits investigation difficulty 5. Rick, go ahead and make me the same roll difficulty 6. David, um, go ahead and roll me. What do I want you to roll? Damn it. Uh, Same roll as everyone else, difficulty 7.
And that was
Wits investigation.
okay.
Okay. Um, Do I still have you guys here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just waiting for you to say something about my role.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I couldn't. Your pictures are freezing. My bad. Okay, Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
You find some of the chemical components that act as anticoagulants. You also find some of the not litmus paper, but certainly different acids and bases that you would use to test certain properties. And you definitely find little bits here and there. And you definitely find the raw blood sample somewhere. It's actually right next to Celio. Celio, you indeed find the cabinet. It is indeed refrigerated to some extent. There seems to be blood packs scattered about due to freshness rather than quality, much like you would do milk, maybe. Rick. Okay, Rick. Rick, you do seem to find some active samples, but they're more put away in some cabinet, put away in some of the drawers underneath some of the oscilloscopes. They wouldn't leave this stuff like opened before they closed up. So yeah, you definitely find one or two simply labeled John Doe number 1, John Doe number 2, John Doe number 3, and John Doe number 4.
All right, and these things are locked up.
Um, it looks like one of the drawers were locked, but you're able to just like pull it open because the nice lock out front was supposed to be the good lock. These are just the shitty locks that people just. It's more like this is based on the honor system rather than anything really concrete.
Okay. Well, Rick's going to take that sample of John Doe number 3.
Okay. Okay. Oh. And the other two folks, gentleman and lady.
Do I see anything else marked John Doe number 3? Or
Uh. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna count those two successes together. So I'm gonna make that 4. You're looking down, and eventually you find what looks to be a packet. Not a large packet of blood like the exaggerated things you maybe find in video games or in movie or stuff, but just a smaller packet, It's a smaller test packet kind of thingy. And it does say John Doe number 3 date. The date is the date of the huge fuck off accident or huge fuck off Central Park business.
well, she'll grab that out of there and close the thing back up. Then if she doesn't see anything else.
Okay. By the way, guys, that's a lot of blood there. Wouldn't you just just go full hog, like just rip into every single one of them and just go to town? Cause that's a lot of blood.
I'm guessing I need to roll my self-control.
Yeah, you guys kind of do. Do it at difficulty 5 because it's just the prospect, the idea in your mind. This is the first time you've seen this amount of blood anywhere. This amount of readily, easily gainable blood.
Rick has a fridge full of blood.
And still make the roll, man. Still make the roll.
Also, Rick will be spending willpower on that.
Okay, fair enough.
Roll has 260.
I think I will too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not that I needed it, jeez.
I did.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, Really, you look at the blood, you think, I. Oh, wait a second. You're a Venture, aren't you?
Hmm.
Okay, you're looking at the blood. It's like, I could eat all of that. I could eat all of that. And then you quickly realize, none of that is the right blood. Fuck.
So, like, when I'm looking at it, I'm assuming they're all male names.
Some of them are female, some of them male. It's a generous mix, kind of. You don't really speculate. It's like 50-50 or 40-60.
Alright.
Rick, apparently being calm and collected right now, is going around with his lab coat, sort of rubbing down anything they've touched in the room. And is there a computer in the room?
Uh, yeah, there's a computer in the room. It's currently in a lockdown state, though.
Also, are there some disposable gloves in the area?
Oh, yeah, this is a hospital. They're like everywhere. You go down the hall, oh, there's one in the hallway.
So it's in a lockdown.
Get a pair and put them on.
Yeah, go ahead. That's perfectly reasonable. And when I mean lockdown state, I mean when you turn it on or try to jury-rig with it, it's just in a free state. It's like actually, you know computers, right? Do
Obviously.
me an intelligence computer roll, difficulty, standard difficulty.
Well, Isabel doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay. You look at the computer and it's like, I
This one must be a Mac. I'm used to PC. Sorry, guys.
which is rather unfortunate because, yeah, that's rather unfortunate. Okay, fair enough. How would you like to proceed now?
Rick will try his hand at the computer, actually. Let's see,
Okay.
intelligence computers?
Yeah, intelligent computer standard difficulty, and this isn't to crack into it. This is just to figure out what's happening with it.
I got this.
Okay. Oh, of course it is. Okay. This is what you're getting.
For a Mac user, she kind of gives him a look. Sorry.
Yep, fair enough. You're looking at the computer, and you're looking at the screen itself, the messages it's firing at you, its general mood and irresponsible in this, and you're thinking of maybe one condition that could trigger this. It's almost if the security at the computer itself had locked it down, and because you get force assesses, you think it may be an outside source try to tap into this very same computer, and then the computer just lock that source out. And by locking itself, it also secured the information on it. So what you get is that someone tried to remotely hack this thing, and then the computer went into self-defense mode.
Rick will try restarting the computer.
Okay, you restart the computer. It about how long are you willing to wait for this computer to restart? How long are you willing to wait for the computer to restart?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. A few minutes.
Okay. Yeah. You're looking at and after a few minutes, it seems to still be on the lockdown state, process unfulfilled. Sorry, man. It's almost as if it's waiting for someone with security clearance to unlock that thing. And again, you're still muted.
Is there a keycard reader?
It's like, yeah, there is actually a keycard reader.
Rick will smile and then slide his keycard.
Oh, oh no, oh no, this is not good. This is not good. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. You flip it on, and it says, enter director key code accepted. Please enter security key code.
It wants a security key code, and Rick will begin to he'll stand up from the machine and begin to look around to see if there's any like sticky notes or anything posted on a wall or a door nearby.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me intelligence investigation, but this is going to be at a really, really hard difficulty, and I apologize. It's going to be a difficulty 9.
Usually they give you.
Nope, almost.
I was going to say, usually they give you multiple tries in case you accidentally capped something or hit the wrong button. And a lot
Yeah,
of people tend to put their birth date as their security code. And if this person's a doctor and maybe not all that computer savvy, this doctor may have done that. So, could give that a try.
You could try, I guess. I'm not. Do you want to try that?
I was just trying to come up with an idea. Of course, we could shut the computer down, start it in safe mode, and go back to its previous state.
This is safe mode. When you restarted, it started up in safe mode. It just doesn't want to go into the OS because it was ordered to go into lockdown mode, and you don't know the conditions to unlock it. You did get one key correct in that it required someone of personnel to go ahead and unlock it, but it also requires some type of key code. Security may know more about it, but I don't know what to do.
Bad thing is, I know more about this than Celio.
Mm-hmm. 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 Down the hallway, you hear the scatological laboratory is again erupting in curses and profanity. Yeah, and it seems to be. It seems now that someone in that laboratory is now moving away from that office.
Rick will hmm. What kind of computer is this? Like the machine itself?
It seems to be a TV, a PC, desktop, much like the kiosk that you guys had found downstairs. It is currently in lockdown mode. With your intelligence computer role. Well, I told you that it probably went into lockdown mode because of someone trying to remotely access or remotely hack the information here.
What I'm wondering is, could the side panel be removed and the insides accessed?
Do me a do me a do me a wits technology roll, difficulty 7.
One success.
Okay. You do know that it should be possible. Well, it definitely should be possible, but as you're looking at it, you're looking for the tabs, you're looking for what you would spring out, but it seems to be that this setup has been not conditioned. Conditioned is the wrong word. Or set up so that doing so would take quite a bit of effort and a lot of time.
Well, I would say we could take the hard drive, but I don't think we'll have time to get inside of it.
It was a good thought, and if you had gotten more successes, I would have given you the way to do it quickly, but, sorry.
Sila's just gonna look at it and go, well, how do they clean it then?
How do you clean a computer?
You do have to do regular vacuuming on your computer to get all the dust out.
You do, and that's why it's not impossible to take it out. It just takes a fucking bitch long amount of time.
Yeah, I was just saying, the character's wording his thoughts, and
Oh,
he's
sorry.
yeah, he's just gonna like take a quick look over it because that doesn't make much sense to him because you need to be able to access it in case you need to clean out the dust. It can interrupt some of the inner workings if there's too much. So could he find a way to open it?
Same difficulty as same roll as before, same difficulty as before.
So it was wits and what?
Wits and technology, difficulty 7.
Okay. With one success.
Again, you're finding much the same information you have. You can see kind of where you could do it if you had like a special tool. Well, but again, getting at this would take quite a bit of time and effort.
And Celia will just curse in Italian. Just I hate when companies require you to use a special tool that you can only buy from their special store. And he kind of holds back from kicking the machine, but he'll look over to Isabel and say, "Do you know a way in?" Not to the panel, but you think you could hack it somehow?
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. In order to hack it, this is what you're going to need to do. You're gonna have to demand administration permissions, and then you're gonna have to reset at the register to accept your permissions, and then you're gonna have to convince this thing that you're not lying to it, for lack
Okay.
of a better term. That is going to be a difficulty 8, computer plus intelligence roll. It's not exactly. It's tricky because of the situation you're in.
And I'll spend my very. What happens if I spend my last will point? Question.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Won't do that then. Leave the last one alone.
Let me put this way. Have you ever felt so tired that you don't really want to get up in the morning?
Yes, I feel right now actually.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. You turn into a rather lethargic state.
Okay. Then I won't. But I will roll this. And
Whoa.
Not a botch, but a spectacular failure.
yeah. Isabel, why?
Uh, sorry. Just not happening today.
Yeah, it's not her day for this.
Mm-hmm. If it makes you feel better, that better people have tried this and haven't gotten halfway as successful as this.
And as Jill's looking over her shoulder, and watching what she's doing, could he try? He does have 3 dots in computers.
Okay, okay. Same difficulty, same roll.
Alright. Right.
Nope.
Yeah. With an 8, no.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. It's just not happening today.
Um. With that knowledge, he just okay. He starts looking around to see if there's any kind of any kind of magnets in this room, like even one from a speaker or something.
Hmm. Hmm. Because you're using a rather creative response to this solution, and the centrifuge, the centrifuge, the thing that goes to twirly bit, that has a motor which typically has a magnetic component to it. If you were able to pick that up and sort of take off the bottom, you would have a magnet right there.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to retrieve this magnet.
Okay, okay. Dex technology, standard difficulty.
Right. And I won't. And I'll go with the willpower point. Fuck it. And I did not need it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you get the little very cylindrical little barrel magnet. Yeah, you totally have it. What do you wish to do?
Um, I'm gonna go over to back to the computer and put the magnet right next to where the hard drive should be.
Okay, okay. As you put the magnet there, you pretty much you're gonna make a swiping motion, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you put the magnet there, you make the swiping motion. The monitor with the message just not literally explode, but its mesh current, its GUI, its interface, its messages just go scramble verse, and then it just dies on you in a horrific scream.
Rick will just smile and nod approvingly before taking his lab coat once again and wiping down all the keys and looking to see Leo. Might want to put the magnet back.
Oh, of course, of course. And he'll put the magnet back as best as he can.
Yeah, yeah. With those 5 successes, you just pull it in, pull it out. It's like you have one of these at home.
And he'll go back over to the box that has the gloves, and he'll pull out 2 extra pairs and hold one out to Rick and one out to Isabel. You're wearing the lab coats, but you're missing something. And just give them a gentle shake.
Sorry, what is he holding up?
Yeah,
Disposable latex gloves.
Oh. Isabel will accept a pair and put them on.
Okay, good job, good job. You definitely took care of that in a way I didn't anticipate, but was rather clever. Okay. You have the vial, you have the sample, you have what you came here to do. What is your next step? What is your next step?
Right now, pocketing the evidence he took and again heading out the building.
Yeah.
Using the stairwell again, since fewer people use that than elevators.
Isabel's not going to argue with that.
Okay. And as you're walking out, you sure you get everything? You sure you came here and got everything you needed to get?
There are only blood samples, right?
I feel like there's not, but
I can't hear what you guys are saying.
the thing I looked at before, it only said they took a blood sample from him, right?
Yeah. That's the only thing.
That'd be the only
Um,
cool.
It's like, okay, fair enough. Again, there was a nice psychiatric ward attached to this hospital.
Yeah, but it's getting late.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you guys want to postpone that until a later date.
At least I do. I mean, I've had to AFK to puke twice, so.
yeah, Rick would probably not be wanting to commit 2 crimes in the same place at the same night, at least.
Yeah, Isabel probably at this point is like, no, my mojo is off. I should go home.
Okay.
And
In that case, I will offer you guys the choice. We can either stop the session right here, pick it up either tomorrow or later on, and you guys can still be within the same building, or we can just hop to a different night.
I'd be more opt for finishing the scene up at a later date. Because I don't think since the guy went to the psychiatric ward, right?
Yeah. The woman known as Susan Ashford was taken to the psychiatric ward.
Yeah, we're
Then
talking about the woman.
They may have something on him, like a psych eval or.
No. Susan is the girl from the apartment, the one that committed or
I
tried
didn't
to.
ask about her. I asked about him.
John
John was not taken to the psych ward. We've been over that. Even I'm sick and I know. He came in and then walked out with an injury, not a psych thing. They think he's faking being injured because he just walked out like that to get drugs. The only reason to go to the psych ward is because of the Susan lady.
Okay.
Which Rick does want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
Yep.
enough. Fair enough. I'm leaving you to you guys. Do you guys want to? You guys want to stop here for the night?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I
Okay. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Well, I'd like to thank everyone here for playing. Thank you, players, for taking care of the problem in a way I did not expect, but really appreciate. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and hopefully we'll be able to continue this adventure at a later date. Say goodbye, everyone.
Fine.
Mine.